Do you find yourself panting after just climbing a few flights of stairs?
Every night feel leg pain to the point of insomnia?
Or when squatting for a long time and then standing up, have to hold on to a chair to keep balance?
If you are nodding your head to any of these questions, then trust me, you are not alone. These are the early signs your body is warning you that your circulatory system, muscles, and joints need immediate attention. According to a recent NHS study, around 65% of people over 60 experience muscle fatigue, numbness in the limbs, or difficulty maintaining balance during light exercise. The concern is that if this condition persists, it can increase the risk of falls, injury, or reduced quality of life. But the good news is that if you adopt simple exercise methods, you can definitely improve your flexibility, strength, and circulation even after 50. I clearly remember Margaret, 63 years old, coming to the clinic with symptoms of knee pain every time she stood up from a chair, and her legs were always tired and cold in the morning. At first, it was just a slight feeling of fatigue after a few steps, but gradually, she had difficulty climbing stairs and no longer had the confidence to walk around the park. Test results showed that her pelvic floor muscles and inner thigh muscles were almost inactive, and circulation in her legs was stagnant. I advised her to change her routine. Spend 5-10 minutes a day on an ancient but effective movement, incorporating conscious breathing, focusing on opening the hips and knees and increasing circulation. After 3 weeks, Margaret could stand up without support. The feeling of heaviness in her legs disappeared, and every morning she woke up feeling light and full of energy. And today I'm going to share exactly what helped Margaret, along with the other benefits this pose provides. Increased deep circulation, activated lymphatic system, built full body strength without stressing joints, natural internal organ massage, and help prevent varicose veins. In this video, I will share how to do the frog movement correctly to activate important muscles and joints as S. Breathing tips to help increase circulation and lymphatic system function. Appropriate time and number of exercises that you can apply right at home. They are all simple, easy to do, and proven to work. Now, if you find this topic useful, please follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If anyone wants to know more, leave comment number 1. I will send detailed instructions on how to get started right at home. Now imagine yourself standing in front of a hard chair, feet firmly planted on the floor, back straight, eyes looking straight ahead. This is the basic position of the frog movement that I will guide you through step by step. I remember clearly the first time I met David, a 6'8" retired engineer living in Manchester. He came in with general fatigue, cold hands and feet, and occasional mild swelling. He told me that every time he stood up from a chair, his legs would shake, and he had to hold on to the armrest to steady himself. I knew his body was crying out for help. His circulation and pelvic floor muscles had almost stopped working properly. I introduced David to the basic frog movement, standing with feet shoulder width apart, heels slightly lifted, hips lowered as if squatting, knees wide, back straight, hands lightly touching the front of the thighs, or chair for balance. As you inhale, slowly lift your hips up, head slightly bent, heels still lifted, then exhale and return to the starting squat position. Just 5-10 times each morning is enough to start changing your body. During the first week, David felt some slight fatigue in his thighs and hips, a great sign that his body was waking up. This was not pain, but rather a signal that neglected muscles were being reactivated. I always remind my patients that some fatigue is normal, but if it is severe, stop and adjust your posture. What is special about this move is its ability to activate the natural lymphatic system. As you lift and lower your hips, maintaining deep breathing, your body creates soft pressure, pushing lymph fluid down from your thighs, hips, and abdomen and out of any blockages. This is why many patients after a few weeks feel lighter legs, less swelling, increased energy, and even deeper sleep. After 2 weeks, Mr. David could stand up from a chair without support, and his legs were less shaky and cold. He practiced 7 to 8 times every morning, taking only about 10 minutes, but the results were surprising. No equipment, no heavy weights, just posture, breathing, and awareness of connecting with the body. Another case is Helen, 64 years old, living in London. She complained that every morning when she went to the market, her legs and lower abdomen felt heavy, even a little bloated. When I guided her through the frog movement, combined with slow and deep breathing, she immediately felt her abdominal muscles being gently massaged from the inside. Her abdomen was less bloated, and she walked more comfortably. This movement stimulates the deep muscles of the pelvic floor and abdomen, and also supports blood circulation to the internal organs. Another benefit I always emphasize is that it strengthens the whole body without damaging the joints. When you stand on your toes, your hips drop down, and your thighs, calves, glutes, and abdominal muscles work together. The deep muscles around your knees, hips, and ankles are activated, which helps improve balance and prevent falls, a common problem in people over 50. In a group session in Birmingham, I observed new students, most of them over 60, who were concerned about their knees and hips, but after just a few sessions, they noticed a significant improvement in their standing posture, improved leg strength, and a straighter core and back. They began walking confidently around the park, climbing stairs without a break, and sometimes even reported improved sleep. I always remind my patients, don't rush. Just a few minutes a day, with correct posture and regular breathing, you are changing your body from the inside out. The frog pose is simple, but its effects go far beyond the vigorous exercises many people think are necessary. It awakens forgotten muscles, increases circulation, supports the lymphatic system, massages internal organs, and builds strength without stressing the joints. Right now, imagine yourself standing up, taking a deep breath, and lifting your hips up and down with your breath. If you do it a few times a day, after just 2-3 weeks, you will feel the difference. Lighter legs, a straight back, flexible abs and hips, and a more energetic mind. That's why I love this move. It's simple, powerful, requires no equipment, and works all over. Please follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know more. Leave comment number 1. In the next part, I will guide you in detail on how to upgrade your posture and breathing to increase efficiency while still being safe for joints and muscles. Now imagine you're comfortable with the basic frog position, but want to take it up a notch to get a more full body workout. This is where we'll add deep breathing and fluid movement to stimulate deeper circulation and lymphatic drainage, while strengthening your core while being safe on your joints. I remember vividly the time I met Margaret, a 66-year-old retired teacher in Bristol. She complained that despite doing the basic frog pose, she still felt a strain in her lower back and her abdomen was not improving much. I showed her a gentle variation. When lift your hips up, inhale deeply through your nose, hold for 2 seconds, then slowly lower down and exhale through your mouth, while gently tightening your abdominal muscles. Right from the first time, she felt her belly being gently massaged from the inside. Her back was less tense and her body felt more awake. An important point that many people often overlook is the coordination of breathing and movement. When you inhale while lifting your hips, the pressure in your abdomen increases slightly, helping to circulate blood to your internal organs and push the lymphatic system. When you exhale and lower your hips, the body is gently released, creating a continuous cycle of compression and release. This is why many practitioners notice that after a few weeks, their legs are less swollen, their stomachs feel lighter, and their fatigue is reduced. Peter, a 70-year-old pianist living in Edinburgh, told me that over the years his shoulders and neck had become sore and his posture had become increasingly hunched. As I guided him through advanced frogs, coordinating his breathing and controlling his movements, he began to notice that the muscles around his spine and shoulders were activating without the need for weights or machines. His spine straightened, his shoulders opened, and he could stand for longer periods without fatigue. This variation is also extremely beneficial for the core. As the hips lift, the lower abdominals, pelvic floor, and obliques work together to create a comprehensive network of support for the spine. This is the pillar of balance and flexibility, especially important when you want to walk for long periods of time, climb stairs, or stand up from a chair without assistance. I always emphasize to my students that even those with knee, hip, or ankle problems can do this exercise. The key is to slow down, control the movement, and use a chair or wall for support if needed. This way you activate deep muscles without putting stress on the joints and help restore strength safely. One story that sticks out to me is that of George, a 72-year-old former police officer living in Liverpool. He had suffered from knee pain for many years, making it nearly impossible to squat or stand for long periods of time. After 2 weeks of practicing the frog variation with controlled breathing, not only did his knee pain subside, but he also felt stronger in his feet, ankles, and thighs. He enthusiastically said that he could now walk around the park without getting tired and even join his wife for a morning yoga class. The great thing about the advanced variation is its ability to improve blood circulation and combat leg swelling. As you lift your hips and lower them rhythmically, keeping your heels slightly lifted, your calves are stimulated like a natural pump. People over 50, especially those who stand or sit for long periods, will notice lighter calves, thighs, and feet after a few weeks. In addition, this movement also supports the operation of internal organs. As the hips rise and fall in coordination with the breathing, organs such as the intestines, bladder, and pelvic floor are gently massaged from within. This is why many practitioners notice improved digestion, less bloating, and increased overall energy. I also teach students a few more upgrades, lifting the knees slightly as they lower their hips, or holding the hip lift for 1-2 seconds longer to increase the stretch in the core and legs. These small adjustments help maximize the effect while still being safe on the joints and requiring no equipment. Right now, imagine yourself standing up, lifting your hips up and down with your breathing, your heels lifting slightly, your knees wide open, and your abdominal muscles contracting slightly. Just a few minutes a day, and you will feel your body become more flexible, your legs less tired, your spine straight, your stomach firm, your mind refreshed, and your confidence restored. Stay tuned, comment, and subscribe if you want to know more. Leave comment number 1. In part 4, I will show you how to incorporate the frog movement into your daily routine, ensuring a healthy, flexible, and sustainable body, and share tips on how to stay motivated to exercise long-term. Right now, we will learn together how to accumulate and incorporate frog lunges into your daily routine to keep your whole body strong, flexible, and energized for long-lasting results. I always tell my students that just a few minutes a day, done correctly, will make a bigger difference than you can imagine. I remember meeting Henry, a 6-8-year-old writer living in Manchester. He complained that after a long day of writing, his lower back was tired, his hips were tight, and his legs felt like lead. When I taught him to do the frog pose every morning and evening, after just 2 weeks, he noticed a marked difference. His back was less tense, his hips were more flexible, and he walked more easily. He even reported that the fatigue from sitting for long periods of time was significantly reduced. One point I always emphasize is that the frog movement not only works the legs, hips, and back, but also supports the entire internal organ system. As the hips rise and fall rhythmically, the abdominal muscles, pelvic floor, and intercostal muscles are stimulated, which helps with digestion, reduces swelling, and improves lymphatic circulation. This is why many practitioners over 50 feel energized and refreshed after a few weeks. Visualize yourself standing in front of a chair or wall for support if needed. Take a deep breath, slowly lift your hips, hold for a few seconds, and lower back down with your breath. Keep your heels slightly lifted, knees wide, and abs tight. Just do 5-10 reps per session, 1-2 sets each morning, and you will notice a difference in your overall strength and flexibility. I also teach students how to incorporate small upgrades. When lifting the hips, lifting the knees slightly, or holding the pose, lift your hips for 1-2 seconds longer to strengthen your core and leg muscles. These simple adjustments optimize performance while remaining safe for the joint without the need for complicated equipment. One story that I remember is that of Susan, a 5-year-old retired banker in London. She had knee and ankle problems that made exercise difficult. As I taught her the frog variation with a chair, she gradually gained control of the movement, feeling stronger in her legs and more flexible in her ankles. She said she could now walk around the park without feeling tired or sore. In addition, the frog movement is also a great tool to prevent varicose veins. When the hips are raised, the heels are lifted, the calves are stimulated as a natural pump, helping blood return to the heart without putting pressure on the joints. People over 50 years old, especially those who sit for a long time, will find their legs lighter, less swollen, and tired. The key is to persevere. Even if you feel tired, it is a sign that your deep muscles are being awakened. Remember that every hip lift, abdominal squeeze, and breath is an opportunity for your body to repair itself, improve blood and lymph circulation, and strengthen your core and leg muscles. In addition to the physical benefits, this movement also has a strong impact on the mind. Many students share that, when they practice regularly, they feel more confident, stand up straighter, and are ready to move without fear of fatigue or losing balance. This is the true power of maintaining small but precise habits. Now, I encourage you to try repeating the frog movement in rhythm with your breathing, lifting your heels slightly, lifting your hips slowly, and lowering them slowly. Do 5-10 times, 1-2 sets, every day. If you want to make it more challenging, you can lift your hips for 1-2 seconds longer or add a knee lift. Feel your body, your breath, and your awareness in each movement. Finally, I want to remind you that this is not just about exercise. It is about maintaining your health, energy, and independence as you age. It helps your body function in harmony, your internal organs function efficiently, your blood and lymph circulation flow, your core and legs stay strong, and your mind is more relaxed and confident. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. I hope you found the information useful and are ready to try the frog movement every day to see a healthier body. Follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to know more, leave comment number 1 so you don't miss the next tutorials. In the next video, I will reveal to you how to incorporate this series of movements into your daily routine to maintain long-term and safe total body strength, and share tips on how to stay motivated to exercise effectively.